Hello, welcome to my videos on my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the MLB 2025 standings week 21. Well, this week was played the MLB 2025 season week 21. So, for that reason, I'm recording this video where I'm going to talk about who are the MLB standings are in both leagues in American and National League. So, let's start with the American League. Its division for the tier of four straight week. The Toronto Blue Jays are leading this division and are leading the American League. They have the best record in the American League and the second best record in MLB. They have a 7.352 record and they have been playing a very good baseball. Remember that they have been playing a very great baseball since the middle of June, and for that reason, in this moment they are in the top. In this moment, they have 5 game advantage against the Red Sox and 5.5 game advantage against the Yankees. Remember that the last week they have 6 or 7 or 8 game difference. So maybe now the my Yankees have been playing a very great baseball because they have a 3 winning streak and they have a 7-3 record, and the Yankees have been are starting to play in a very great baseball. This is tremendous because remember that since the middle of of June they have the worst record alongside the Nationals. So it's very great that the Yankees are going to start to play in a very great baseball to try to compete for the first place in this division. And about the Rays and the Orioles, they are thinking the next season because they are so far away from the wild card spot in the Central Division. The Detroit Tigers are leading this division for 17 or 18 straight week. They have the second best record in the American League, 73-53, and they are only a half game below behind the Blue Jays. In this moment, they have a 8.5 game advantage against the Warriors and 9 game advantage against the Royals. In this moment, the Warriors and the Royals it looks in this moment impossible that they can reach the Tigers because the Tigers have a great lead, but everything can happen. But the Tigers are playing a very good baseball because they have a 7-3 record. About the Royals, they have a winning streak. 3 winning streak. They have a 7-3 record in the last 10 games played. But the Warriors, they have a 5-5 and they have a 3 losing streak. So in this moment, the Warriors are in the hunt to enter to the wild card run. In this moment, the Warriors are 3.5 game and the Royals 4 games below the wild card spot. So they are focused in enter to the wild card zone because it looks very difficult that they can win this division. And about the Twins and the White Sox, they are thinking in the next season because in this season they don't have possibilities to enter to the playoffs. And in the West Division, this is very interesting because the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners are fighting to win this division. In this moment, for fourth or fifth straight week, the Houston Astros are leading this division. They have a 69-55 record, and below them are the Seattle Mariners with a 68-57 record. I think that in this week the Mariners took the lead of this division, but later they lose the game, and the Astros recover this division. But this is very interesting, this division, because the difference between the Astros and the Mariners is only 1.5 game, and everything can be defined because in this moment the both teams are in the playoff. The Astros as a leader of the division, of the West Division, and the Seattle Mariners are in the wild card zone. So this is very interesting. I think that the most probably this division is going to be defined in the last game of the season, and we will know the team that will win this division and the team that will qualify to the wild card run. And about the Texas, it looks very difficult that they can qualify to the playoffs as a wild card team because now they are 7.5 games below the Astros, and they are not going to compete to win this division now. So now the focus is to enter to the playoff as a wild card team. But in this moment, they are 5.5 game below the wild card zone. So they need to start to winning games because in the last 10 games they have a 2-A record, and it looks like that they're not gonna to enter. And about the Angels and Athletics, they are eliminated. They are thinking in the next season. And about the National League, in the East Division, the Philadelphia Phillies are leading this division for tier or 4 straight week. They have a 75-53 record, and they have an easy lead against the New York Mets, and they have 5 game advantage against the Mets. They have a 3-7 record in the last 10 games played, but the good news is they have a back-to-back record about the Mets. Is the same that happened with the Yankees, that they started very well the season, but since the middle of June they have been one of the worst teams in the league. So for that reason, they are in the second place in this moment in the division. In this moment, the the Phillies are leading this division. They have a good league to fight, and the Phillies are playing a very good baseball. The Mets in this moment are the last spot in the wild card zone, so they need to win this division because the race to because they have a 1.5 game advantage against the Cincinnati Reds, and if the Mets have a bad week, they can be out of the wild card zone. And about the Marlins, Braves, and Nationals, they are eliminated and they are thinking in the next season because in this moment they don't have possibilities. Only to say is that the Braves have a 5 winning streak and they have an 8-2 record in the last 10 games played. But this doesn't matter because they are eliminated. And about the Central Division, the Milwaukee Brewers are leading this division for third straight week. They have the best record in the division, the best record in the National League, and the best record in the MLB. They have a 78-45 record. They have a 9-1 game record in the last 10 games played. And today they could 14 winning streak, the second best winning streak in the last 10 games, in the last 3 seasons. This is amazing, and they have the best record since the middle of June. So for that reason, in this moment they are the best team in the league. They create a very great lead against the Chicago Cubs and against the Reds. And it looks like that if the Brewers continue to play in this great baseball, they are gonna to win this division and they are gonna to qualify to the playoff. About the Cubs, in this moment the Cubs have a great record. The problem is that the Brewers, they are in this moment the best team in the league, and in this moment the Brewers are in the wild card run. About the Reds, they are 1.5 games below the wild card zone, so they need to continue to win their games because the last two spots in the wild card in this moment are in possession of the Padres and the Mets, and the Reds have the opportunity. If they have a great week, they can stay. They can be or enter to the wild card zone in the end of the next season. And about the Cardinals, they are still have possibilities, but in this moment they are 5.5 games below the wild card zone, so they need to start to win more games. If not, they're gonna to be eliminated. You can see that the last week the Cardinals were in the hunt to enter the playoff. In this moment, they have a 5 losing streak, and for this moment they have fall. They have fallen a lot of position. About the Pirates, they are thinking in the next season. And about the West Division, this is very interesting because the Los Angeles Dodgers are leading the division. They have a 75-53 record, and they have that 3 winning streak. About the Dodgers have the worst record since July. Yeah, since July, and for that reason, the Padres reduced that gap. This was very interesting because the Padres have been playing a very great baseball because in this moment they have a 69-55 record, but they are 2 games below the Dodgers. They have a 6-4 record, but they lost the series against the Dodgers this weekend, and they lost all the series. They lost the advantage against the Dodgers because the Dodgers have won 8 of the last 10 or 11 games that they have played against the Padres, and the Dodgers won the series, the overall series this season against the Padres, and they have the advantage. About the Padres in the last Tuesday, and they were in the first place, in the first set in this division, But the Dodgers won the series, and for that reason, they recovered, or they took again the leadership of this division. So it looks like that when you put pressure to the Dodgers, they react and they play is base baseball of the is base baseball. So this is very interesting because the Dodgers are the reigning champion team and they will want to repeat a back-to-back championship. So in this moment, the Dodgers are leading the division and the Padres are in the wild card run. About the Giants and the Diamondbacks, they fell. Remember in the middle of July, in June, and in the beginning of July, they were in the hunt to enter to the playoff. But in this moment, they are so far from the wild card zone because in this moment the Giants are 6 games and the Diamondbacks are 6.5 games below the wild card zone. So it looks like that these two teams are not going to qualify to the playoffs and they're going to think in the next season. And about the Colorado Rockies, they have the worst record in the league, 38-89. Let's see if they don't broke the worst record in the MLB in the history. So let's see what happens. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comments, suggestions, you can write me in any social media platform. So see you next video. Jira.